medieval world, survival was never guaranteed. Not for the poor, not for the rich, and certainly not for a modern person suddenly dropped into that harsh reality. If you imagine stepping into that era for just one day, you might think you could adapt. After all, people back then were strong, right? They didn't have phones, medicine, or electricity, but they survived. The truth is far more brutal. Surviving even 24 hours in the medieval era would be a test of endurance, pain, confusion, and constant danger. Every single moment would challenge your body, your mind, and your understanding of life itself. Let's walk through that day. Dawn, waking up in a world without comfort. You wake up on a cold, uneven bed of straw. There is no mattress, no soft pillow, no warm blanket designed for comfort. Your body aches instantly. The air is damp, and there is a smell you can't describe. Smoke, sweat, animals, and something rotting nearby. If you're in a village, you're likely inside a small wooden hut or a mud-walled house shared with animals. Chickens might be walking inside. A pig could be sleeping in the corner. Hygiene is not a concept yet. It is a luxury no one knows. There is no mirror, no running water, no bathroom. If you want to clean yourself, you might use a nearby river or a bucket of collected rainwater, but even that water may not be safe. Already, your body begins to struggle. Morning. The first fight is food and water. You realize quickly, there is no breakfast waiting. There is no fridge, no stored food in modern sense. Food is whatever was available yesterday or whatever survived the night. Most medieval people eat simple bread, porridge, or leftover vegetables. Meat is rare. Fresh fruit depends on the season. If it is winter or a bad harvest year, hunger becomes normal. Water is even more dangerous. Wells are shared by everyone, including animals. No filtration, no purification. Many diseases spread through drinking water alone. If you are not careful, one simple drink could make you sick within hours or days. Mid-morning, the reality of work. In medieval times, everyone works. There is no weekend, no break, no vacation. If you are a peasant, you go to the fields. Farming is not mechanical, it is manual. You use wooden tools, your hands, and your back. Hours pass under the sun, or in mud, or in freezing wind. There is no concept of light work. Even children and elderly people work because survival depends on it. In a city, life is different, but still harsh. You might be a blacksmith, baker, or laborer. Workshops are filled with smoke, heat, and dangerous tools. Injuries are common, and even a small cut can become deadly due to infection. There is no hospital waiting for you. Noon, disease everywhere. By midday, you begin to notice something terrifying. Sickness is everywhere. People cough constantly. Children have swollen bellies. Some people have visible infections on their skin. Others suffer from diseases no one understands. In the medieval world, even small illnesses can kill. A simple fever, a tooth infection, or a cut can turn fatal because medicine is based on superstition and limited knowledge. Doctors exist, but they don't understand germs or bacteria. Treatments might include herbal mixtures, bloodletting, or prayers. Sometimes these help slightly. Often, they make things worse. If you get sick today, you might not see tomorrow. Afternoon, danger is not far away. As the day continues, danger increases. If you are in a village, you might hear news of raids or attacks. Bandits are common. Wars between lords are constant. Armies move through lands and destroy everything in their path. If you are in a city, overcrowding becomes a problem. Streets are narrow, dirty, and filled with waste. Animals roam freely. Fires spread easily because buildings are made of wood and straw. Even walking down a street is risky. You could be robbed, injured, or simply exposed to waste and disease. There are no police as we know them. Justice is slow and often unfair. Evening, hunger returns. By evening, hunger returns strongly, but food is still uncertain. Families gather what little they have, maybe bread, soup, or grains. Meat might appear only during special occasions or after slaughtering animals. Nutrition is poor. Many people suffer from vitamin deficiencies without knowing it. Weakness is normal. You realize something shocking. Medieval people were not just poor, they were constantly on the edge of survival. Night, darkness, and fear. When the sun sets, everything changes. There is no electric light, only candles, oil lamps, or fire. Darkness is total and overwhelming. Night brings fear. Wild animals, thieves, or even enemy attacks become more likely. Travel after sunset is extremely dangerous. Inside homes, people sleep early because there is nothing else to do. Beds are shared. Privacy is rare or non-existent. The air becomes colder. Noise from animals, wind, and distant activity fills the silence. And in your mind, the biggest danger appears: uncertainty. You realize you might not survive even another day, why survival was so hard. After just one day, it becomes clear why medieval life was so deadly. No modern medicine, no sanitation system, no clean water supply, constant risk of infection, hard physical labor every day, poor nutrition, violence and war, lack of safety systems. Even nobles who lived in castles were not safe. They faced disease, political betrayal, and war. Life expectancy was extremely low compared to today. The final realization: if you survived even one full day in medieval times, it would not feel like a victory. It would feel like endurance against impossible odds. Every moment would remind you how fragile life was, how easy it was to die from something we now consider minor, how harsh the world truly was before modern science and medicine. And perhaps the biggest realization is this: survival was not normal back then. It was a daily struggle, ending. So, if you ever think life today is difficult, imagine waking up in a world with no medicine, no clean water, no safety, and no comfort. Imagine that being every single day of your life. That is why surviving even one day in the medieval era was almost impossible. But if you think about it deeper, the medieval world was not just physically dangerous, it was mentally exhausting as well. Imagine living every single day without certainty. You would never know if tomorrow's meal would come, if your family would survive the night, or if a simple infection would take someone you love away forever. Fear was not occasional. It was constant. People lived with the silent acceptance that death could come at any moment. There was no emergency help, no hospitals rushing to save lives, no antibiotics to fight infections. Even childbirth was extremely dangerous, and many women never survived it. Children grew up fast in that world. There was no protected childhood like today. A child of 7 or 8 was already working in fields or helping in workshops. Education was rare, and only a small number of privileged people ever learned to read or write. For most people, life was simply survival from morning to night. Even time itself felt different. Without clocks, routines were guided by sunlight, seasons, and necessity. Winter was not just cold, it was deadly. One bad harvest season could lead to famine, and famine meant entire villages disappearing. When we compare it to modern life, the difference feels almost unreal. Today we complain about small inconveniences, slow internet, or traffic. But in the medieval world, people would trade anything just for clean water, safe food, or a single pain-free day. That is why even imagining a single day in that era feels overwhelming. It strips away all modern comfort and exposes how fragile human life truly is without science and progress. And this is exactly what the story, Why You Wouldn't Last a Day in Medieval Times, is meant to show. Not just the danger of the past, but the value of the present we often take for granted. So the next time you feel life is hard, remember this: you are living in the safest, most advanced version of human history so far. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to my channel, Heaven for Sleepers, for more dark historical stories, immersive narrations, and relaxing yet thought-provoking content.